So let's get started. So with online reviews, doing a SWOT analysis for your reviews. So just a little recap of what we're going to cover in these sessions. So firstly, in the first few sessions, we've got why they're so important, how to get your reviews, how to respond to them. That was last week, which is absolutely gold. So that's a really great session there. If you've got negative reviews or you're wondering how you can go about responding to reviews, then go back and watch that one. And today we're going to be focusing on doing a SWOT analysis of our reviews, so how to get the most of them. So first up, a reminder, and you may, the guys that have been, or girls and guys that have been joining me for these sessions, I've been coming back to our customers time and time again. So we've really always got to remember how important, and ask this question, how important are our customers to us? So do you know what your customers value in your product? Like, this is a really simple question, but how often have we taken the time to actually sit down and think about the answer to that? What is the feedback that we're getting from our customers, and what is it that is of high value to them? What are the things that we're hearing time and time again? And on the flip side of that, do we know what can be improved? So a good way to go about discovering the answers to this question is to do a SWOT analysis. So it may sound like it's a huge exercise, but it's actually really, really simple. And it should only be something that could take an hour or two to complete, and something that you can get so much value out of it for your business and for your products. So a SWOT analysis is a strengths, weaknesses, opportunity, and threats analysis. And it's a very simple yet valuable exercise. So it's going to give you valuable customer insights, like by looking at word for word what it is that people are talking about. It will also help you formulate or refresh your products as well. And it will give you keywords for you to use for all your content on digital platforms as well. So by identifying what it is that our customers love about our products, we're able to use those words and that feedback and weave that in throughout our site using those keywords. So I've talked before about using our reviews as content that backs up what we say and what our products are on our website or our digital platforms. But this is another way of using our reviews, where we're actually using the words that people talk about that we know that are valued, and using that in the content that's written on our site. So we make sure that we're really speaking true to what it is that our customers that have experienced our product, what they value in it. So it also, like same thing, flip side, it can provide an opportunity for insight for how to improve our ratings. So we've always got to look at how we can grow as well, and that what will make a business really valuable or really improve. So to do this exercise, all we need is our reviews or any feedback that we may have had. So every business differs with the amount of reviews that we get. So we can think, even though we've got our Google reviews and we've got also Facebook, in some businesses might have TripAdvisor, and we've got our Google reviews. There may be what people are telling you on the phone or talking to you over the counter as well. So we've got to think back on all of the areas that we are provided feedback for. So these are the steps that we're going to take. So conduct your product SWOT analysis, and then from there you can go ahead to refine your product and then update your product pages. So today we're just going to be focusing on the SWOT analysis and how to do it. So conducting your SWOT. So it's really, really simple. Like I said, we've got this chart here, which can easily be drawn out on a piece of paper. So strengths, weaknesses, opportunity, and threats. So if we just start to look at our strengths and weaknesses, how are we going to do that? How are we going to identify what these strengths are and what these weaknesses are that people are talking about with our business? So identifying your strengths and weakness. So use your most common review platforms to obtain the information. And we're going to be looking for word pools. And I'll show you an example in a minute. And so don't forget also customer feedback forms. So I'll just head out of here and we're going to use 1770 Liquid Adventures as an example. Now we're going to TripAdvisor here so I can show you what the little word pool is that we're talking about. And we can also do this with Google My Business as well. So once we've got a certain amount of reviews, you'll start to see that with these review platforms, some of them may, after we've got a particular amount of reviews, give a little, see how we've got the popular mentions here. So it's a great insight into what people are really valuing for our business. So sunset kayak, sunset, family tour, great guide, homemade biscuits, fantastic value. So just by those first 5, or is it 6? Yep, 6 mentions that we've got here, we already know that the sunset is highly valued. It's obviously really great for families. The guide is highly valued. They love the homemade biscuits and they also love the value of the tour. So we've already got 5 words there that are very, very like a great insight for our business. So if we go back to our mode here, our activity, so we've got our strengths and weaknesses, and obviously too, when we're going to be looking at our weaknesses, we're going to be looking at our negative reviews. So, or one aspect of looking at our weaknesses is looking at our negative reviews, or maybe there might be a little bit of information there that some people might start saying, oh, it didn't go long enough, or it would have been great if it was longer. You know, there can be a really great, we've got to really think about the opportunities there. So what are the things that people are talking about that could be a bit of a weakness of the tour, or the weakness of our product? Excuse me. So looking at opportunities and threats, how are we going to be like obtaining this information and what it is that we're looking for when we talk about opportunities and we talk about threats. So when we think about opportunities, we really want to, like, this is a really important part here with our opportunities and threats, is that this is where we really get to grow. So the easy part is identifying what our strengths and weaknesses are, but where we need to put our thinking cap on is where we really need to think about identifying possible customer trends that we may not offer, or there may be competitors. We may have competitors that offer a similar product, but it's a bit of a variance of it. So we're looking at ways that we can grow. Like, what is it? How can we expand our business? How can we make it better? What are the opportunities and what are the threats? So the opportunities are the ways, obviously, in which we can grow. So if we even talk about here environmental sustainability, but we don't talk about that at all within our product, but it definitely has room for it, then that's an opportunity there. And then we look at our threats, then we've got who are our competitors or similar businesses in other destinations that are offering a variance of these, but we also have the opportunity to do that too. So and we're also thinking about what in particular will appeal to our local market. So taking into consideration the changing marketplace with COVID. So I know, for example, I live in Queensland in a very small touristy town, and we're getting a lot of new visitors. So our marketplace is changing. So when we think about what's happening outside, I'm sure all of you people would have experienced too, that there might be new people that are asking questions. So can we take these new customers into consideration? What are the opportunities? What is it that people are looking for? You know, can we adapt or even create a new product that can help service this market? So looking on to a completed one. So here's a great example for you. So this one's been done on this 1770, the kayak tour, once again. So looking at the strengths, we're identifying what people are talking about. Great guide, good for families, glass of wine, homemade biscuits, beautiful sunsets, fantastic value, dolphins. Weaknesses, guests thinking that tour can't run in wet weather. So there's going to be other weaknesses there too. So how can we try and mitigate these things, or how can we work around them so we can provide information for our potential customers about what it is that we offer and how it can work for them. Opportunities. So develop a lunch kayak tour, communicate clearly how we recycle and reduce our carbon footprint, create a locals lunch tour, create a family fun package, including a barbecue lunch. So we're looking for what are the ideas that we could do that could really help grow our product? And then looking at the threats. So a competitor is offering an included lunch, and travelers want to know how green we are. So these are, ways in which, once again, we can grow our business. So the best bit about this is that the full circle bit, we're really thinking about our weaknesses and opportunities. This is the really important part. So by looking at our weaknesses and our opportunities, this is where it comes full circle, because if we are able to develop new products or update our products that really can cater towards what people value, or maybe there's a bit of a gap in the market, and identify these opportunities, then we're going to be making our product better, and then thus we can also make the reviews that we're getting better. Like, we're just making our business better and better. So this is where it comes full circle, where we can reap the benefits of conducting this SWOT analysis and really putting it into action. So if we go to what our actionable items, so it's no brainer to wonder what they are for what I'm going to ask you guys to do today. So set aside 1 to 2 hours to perform your SWOT analysis. So perhaps if you've got a small team, or even a staff member, if you're lucky enough, you may wish to ask them to do their own. So this way that you'll have the chance to identify more from what you see, and diversify your outcome. And we've got a great guide here too. So I'll just go back again. This link here, I'll pop this in the chat. And this is a really great guide here, exactly what I've just taken you through. And there is the example, the opportunity to download our SWOT analysis form too. So I will pop that in the chat for you now, and then we'll move on to your questions. So just pop that in the chat for everyone. So you need to be logged in as well to your Tourism Tribe dashboard. And if you need the Navi link, just email me afterwards, or email help@Tourism Tribe, and I'll be able to give you the link for that as well if you have a Navi account. All right. Thanks. Have a great weekend, everyone.